Chip He's presenting his A Physical Recreation and Beauty for Us All presentation. This is speech number 2 for Chip from the Competent Communicator Manual. Organize Your Speech. We spoke this afternoon, and Chip said he's extremely passionate about the outdoors and especially preserving open spaces here in the Wenatchee Valley. This is Physical Recreation and Beauty for Us All by Chip Competent.
How many of you have heard of the Foothills campaign? Most of you, okay. Have you all also heard of Hands Across the Foothills? All right, you're going to be out there on Saturday? Okay, great. Well, I'm going to give you a little bit of information about the Foothill campaign and a little bit of information about Hands Across the Foothills and invite you to participate on Saturday. The Foothills campaign is designed to raise $8 million, a little over $8 million, 8.145 actually. And right now, they are in the process of moving from the large donors to the community donors. The purpose of the $8 million is to do 3 things. One is to purchase property and then manage it. The second portion is to get conservation easements on property that they don't own, that make the they keep the land the way it is without having it be developed. And then the third part is one of the important parts is stewardship and earning enough money so that they can put that in the bank and maintain the trails, rehab certain places that need to be rehabbed, and take care of creating trailheads. There's a couple of examples that I'd like to share with you. Saddle Rock is one of the examples. The Chelan Douglas Land Trust purchased 325 acres that included Saddle Rock. They then donated that to the city of Wenatchee for a city park, and they retained stewardship and management so that they will be taking care of that. They'll be rehabbing some of the trails around Saddle Rock. Another one that's on the other end of the city is Horse Lake Reserve, and it's 1,500 acres, or I saw another one that said 1,700 acres, but it's 1,500 or 1,700 acres. And it has been purchased outright through a donation from Elliot and Tina Skull, and they donated $1 million to purchase that land. So it is owned by the Chelan Douglas Land Trust. And then there's stewardship money that needs to keep, with the upkeep of the trails and the trailhead and what have you. Now there's one other one that I want to mention to you, and I should show you this map. You have this in front of you. It's a white piece of paper. Just pull the white piece of paper off the back. The map is right there. I only brought enough to share. But the other one that's most important, you can see the Saddle Rock is number 1 and Horse Lake Reserve is number 5, and all of that's in between there. Lower Castle Rock is really important. Presently, people that go up to Castle Rock are trespassing on land that is not, they're not supposed to go up there. And according to Joe, he said that he's been on that trail and that it is in fact dangerous and steep and not a very good place. So the Land Trust has purchased this piece of property, which will then allow them to create a trail that will go through that. And then as you can see, the purple is private conservation, and that is, those individuals want to connect Lower Castle Rock with BLM. So there's going to be a trail that's going to take you all the way up to BLM and then on to Twin Peaks. So that's a really critical piece that they have just finished purchasing and need stewardship funds for. So Bob Boogert is the executive director, and he said last Friday that $6.5 million has been created, has been already gotten. That's 80% of the campaign.
Wow.
What we're doing right now is moving into community awareness. And that brings us to, on the second sheet of paper there's a sheet of paper that says, you want to do something big or be a part of something big. April 20th, this coming Saturday, 2,500 people in groups of 20 or individuals along there. They can go from the trailhead all the way to the top and at some point link arms and go all the way up to there as an awareness project. Now there's some important information that's not only on here. You can see through a map that's beyond that. This is the map that shows how it's going to go. It also shows that there's, each zone has 20 sections and 20 people per section. So it's quite an undertaking. There is a sheet of paper in white here that has a lot of information on it that I'm not going to go over. I'm just going to hit some highlights of that. Cost is $0. Just show up. Pre-register, please. Of course, they probably need documentation that you can't sue them for anything forever, as you have to do for everything that you do these days. You can call, if you want to pre-register, you can do Hands Foothills. It's just type it in lower letters. Eventbrite at eventbrite.com, and you can register that way. Check-ins at 8 a.m. on Saturday morning at Wenatchee High School. Parking, there's a little bit of parking in the back lot at Wenatchee High School and at the Eye and Ear Clinic. There will be shuttles running from the high school up to the trailhead where there is no parking up there. There will be an attendance for bicyclists, if people want to bicycle up, and there will be attendance to park your bike and leave it there and so nobody will steal the bikes. So I guess what I would like to see is I'd like to see those of you that didn't know anything about this opportunity to be a part of, to join in on Saturday. And I'll meet you all at Saddle Rock Trailhead greeting the buses.